Hello friends, how are you? Shall we start our class today? So let's go. The bass throbbed through the frat house, shaking the sticky floor under my feet. I clutched my cup of cheap vodka soda, my third one, while my best friend Jess yelled over the music, "Dom Carter just looked at you." She squealed, pointing across the room. I rolled my eyes. Yeah, right. The king of Sigma Phi doesn't notice girls like me. But then he was there. Tall, tousled brown hair, that smirk everyone worshipped. "You're fun for a quiet girl," he slurred, his breath warm with whiskey. I laughed, too drunk to care. "Maybe you don't know me yet." One tequila shot later, his hand was on my waist, guiding me upstairs. The room spun. His lips were on mine. And then, blackout. I woke up at dawn, my head pounding. Dom was already gone. His Sigma Phi pin glinted on the nightstand, mocking me. Jess burst in. "Oh my God. You slept with Dom? Do you know what this means?" I stared at the empty bed. It means nothing. Guys like him don't remember girls like me. 2 months later, I stared at the pregnancy test, my hands shaking. 2 pink lines. Positive. Jess snatched it from me, her eyes wide. "Oh my God. Is it his?" I swallowed hard. There was no one else. I found Dom outside the Sigma Phi house, laughing with his friends. His smile faded when he saw me. "Hey, you." He didn't even remember my name. "We need to talk. Alone." He rolled his eyes but followed me to the quad. When I told him, he laughed. "Seriously? You expect me to believe that?" "It's true," I whispered. His face hardened. "Look, I don't know what game you're playing, but this isn't my problem. You're just trying to ruin my life." My chest burned. "I just thought you should know, but I see who you really are now." He leaned in, his voice icy. "Keep my name out of your mouth. That kid's nothing to me." Then Lana appeared, cheer captain, future lawyer, his fiancée. She looped her arm through his. "Babe, who's this?" Dom didn't even look at me. No one important. As they walked away, Lana glanced back, her perfect brows furrowed. Jess ran up, panting. "What did he say?" I wiped my face, gripping the test in my pocket. "He said no." 7 years later. The hospital lights buzzed overhead as I gripped Max's small hand. His skin was too pale, his breathing too shallow. The doctor's voice was calm but firm. "He needs a bone marrow donor. Family is our best chance for a match." I bit my lip. There was no other family. Just me. And him. I found Dom's office address online, Carter and Shaw Law Firm, in sleek silver letters. His assistant eyed my thrift store coat. "Mr. Carter doesn't see unscheduled visitors. Tell him it's about Max." I slid a photo across the desk, a 6-year-old with Dom's exact smile. The door flew open. Dom froze. "What the hell is this?" "He's sick," I said. "He needs you." He laughed, sharp and cold. "You expect me to believe? Get tested." If I'm lying, you never see me again. Silence. Then he snatched the photo. Fine. But if this is a scam. It's not. 2 weeks later. The doctor's call came at midnight. The donor is a match. A parental match. Dom's voice cracked through the phone. How is this possible? Science doesn't lie, I whispered. A pause. Then, so quiet I almost missed it. I'll do it. The hospital waiting room was too bright, too quiet. I tapped my foot, eyes glued to the door. When Dom finally walked in, he looked different. No expensive suit, just a wrinkled t-shirt and dark circles under his eyes. Where is he? His voice was rough, like he hadn't slept. I stood up, arms crossed. Prepping for the procedure. But we need to talk first. He ran a hand through his hair. About what? I'm here, aren't I? 7 years, I snapped. 7 years you ignored him. Called me a liar. Now you just show up like some hero. Dom's jaw tightened. I didn't know. You didn't want to know. My voice echoed off the walls. A nurse glanced over, but I didn't care. He's a kid, Dom. He cried when other boys asked why his dad never came to school. For a second his face flickered something like guilt. Then the doors swung open. Dom? What the hell is going on? Lana stood there, designer heels clicking, her face pale. Dom stiffened. It's not what you think. Really? She held up his phone, screen lit with hospital details. Because it looks like you're secretly meeting her. I stepped forward. This isn't about us. It's about Max needing. Max. Lana's laugh was sharp. Oh my God. That's why you've been acting weird. She whirled on Dom. You told me she lied. You swore he wasn't yours. Dom reached for her. Lana, listen. No. She backed away, eyes blazing. You lied to me for years? About a child? Silence. Then Dom did the worst thing possible. He looked at me. Lana's breath hitched. I'm done. She yanked off her engagement ring and threw it at him. It bounced off his chest and rolled under a chair. Dom didn't even move to pick it up. The beeping of machines filled the sterile hospital room as Max slept, small and fragile under the white sheets. Dom stood by the window, his back to me, shoulders slumped. They want to do the transplant next week, I said quietly, adjusting Max's blanket. Dom didn't turn around. I'll do it. I studied him. The way his hands clenched at his sides, the tension in his voice. This wasn't the arrogant Sigma Phi king anymore. Why? He finally turned, his eyes red-rimmed. Because he's my son. The words sounded foreign in his mouth, like he was tasting them for the first time. I wanted to stay angry, to scream at him for all the missed birthdays, the lonely nights when Max asked about his dad. But looking at him now, all I felt was tired. You don't get to just walk in and play hero, I said, but my voice lacked its usual edge. I know. He dragged a hand down his face. I don't expect you to forgive me. But let me do this, at least. Silence settled between us, heavy and thick. Then, from the bed, a small voice. "Mom?" Max blinked up at us, his gaze flickering between me and Dom. "Who's that?" Dom's breath hitched. Before I could answer, he stepped forward. "Hey, Max. I'm a friend." Max frowned, studying Dom's face with a child's unsettling perception. "You look like me." Dom's throat worked. "Yeah, I guess I do." I bit my lip, watching them. Two sets of the same hazel eyes, the same stubborn chin. Max yawned, already drifting back to sleep. "Cool." Dom exhaled shakily. When he turned to me, his voice was raw. "I'm sorry for everything." I looked at my son, our son, and sighed. Sorry won't erase the past. But thank you for saving him. For the first time in 7 years, it almost felt like the truth. 5 years later, the park was alive with the sound of kids laughing as Max dribbled the soccer ball past 2 defenders. He shot me a grin, the same grin Dom used to flash across frat parties before scoring. "That's my boy." A voice called from behind me. Dom stood there, holding 2 ice creams. His hair was shorter now, streaks of gray at the temples. He handed me one. "You still like mint chip, right?" I raised an eyebrow. "You remembered." He shrugged, eyes on Max. "I remember a lot of things now. It hadn't been easy. After the transplant, Dom had tried, clumsily, stubbornly, to be a father. There were missed visits, awkward dinners, and one spectacular fight when Max asked why Dom left. But slowly, so slowly, the cracks had started to fill. Max ran up, sweaty and beaming. "Did you see my goal, Dad?" "Dad." The words still made Dom's eyes glisten. "Yeah, champ. You're faster than I ever was." As they high-fived, I studied them side by side. Same smile, same stubborn tilt of the chin. But where Dom had once been all sharp edges, now there was something softer. On the walk home, Max sprinted ahead to chase fireflies. Dom shoved his hands in his pockets. "You never told me how hard parenting is." I smirked. "Would you have believed me?" "Probably not." He hesitated. "But I'm glad I know now." The sunset painted the path gold as Max hooped, catching a flickering light in his cupped hands. Dom glanced at me. "We did okay, huh?" I watched our son glow in the fading light. "Yeah, we did. Not perfect, not a fairy tale, but enough." It's great to see you here. Tell me in the comments what you thought of the story and what level of difficulty it was for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss new stories, and like if you liked it. I'll see you next time, bye.